We have been programmed and conditioned in so many ways that take us away from the truth of who we are, from our highest potential. But that's what we agreed to do. That's what we agreed for to be a part of on planet Earth. But what's really exciting, and try and stand away from the wind, is that we can change that. And that Earth is also changing. Earth is shifting into a new level of consciousness where living in your truth and your highest potential is more possible than ever. It's more possible than ever because the forces around us are supporting us in that. And if you choose to lean into that, and if that feels true and in resonance to you, you can trust fall into the universe and create a life that is most aligned and fulfilling to you, to your soul. You can get everything that you want. And when I say that, I mean everything that your soul wants. So when I say that you've been programmed to think that you have to work, I mean in the sense that you think that you have to do things that you don't want to do. Abraham Hicks talks about how you should just never do the things that you don't want to do. You should just never do things you don't want to do and always do the things that you do want to do. And at first that's going to be really, really uncomfortable because your programming of fear and lack and worry and uncertainty and separateness will come up, and it will tell you otherwise. It will tell you that this life is not possible for you, that you have to work hard, that you have to sacrifice, that you have to do all these things in order to be okay. But what if life is just meant to be enjoyed? What if life is meant to be about following your curiosity? And that can look different every single day. That can change every single day. Maybe you think you're meant to go down a path, but then all of a sudden you're being called another way and you're like, wait, but I was already going down this path. I committed to this path. But maybe you learned everything that you were meant to learn on that path and it's time to change. And how do you know when it's time to change? You know by following your curiosity and following your joy and trusting yourself. The biggest thing I think I need to emphasize right now is to trust yourself. To trust yourself in that process, to know that when you're feeling something, that's enough. That if you're feeling no longer in resonance with a person, a job, a place, that you can say, okay, I'm going to go somewhere else and be okay. And they'll be okay too. The job that you were in, they'll be okay. The person you were with, they'll be okay. The friends that you had, they'll be okay. The place that you're leaving, it will live, it will continue on in the way that it was continuing on with you there. And what's most important for you and for the progression of our planet is to follow your own calling and to decondition yourself. Right now, as we shift into this new consciousness, a lot of it is deconditioning from this 3D way of living, from this conditioned way of living. If you don't want to live in a controlled life anymore, you have to set yourself free. And the way to set yourself free is to rewire your mind and decondition the unconscious. The unconscious is going to look like lack and fear and worry and uncertainty and instability. And it's going to be the thing that tells you that you need to work in a job that doesn't make you happy or fulfilled. It's going to be the thing that keeps you feeling stuck and trapped. And like you're in a timeline that doesn't feel right for you. You ask yourself, how did I get here? How did we get here as a society? How is this okay? Why did I sign up to be here on Earth? When I was working in my job and I was driving to LA and it would be like a 3-hour drive each way and 6 hours of driving and so much traffic and just I could feel the energy of everyone hating their life. And I also used to go on the train with my ex and he would take the train for an hour and a half each way to LA and you would look at the people around you and you would feel into their energy and you could just feel that they were like miserable, that the thing that they were doing, their job that they were doing was sucking the life out of them, their soul, their life force energy. So we want to do things that increase our life force energy. What increases our life force energy is following the joy, following the curiosity, investing our time into creativity. We are creative beings. And creativity isn't just, painting and artwork and whatnot. It's art of all kinds. And so it could be cooking. It could be, anything that feels like creating something, anything that starts with a thought, a vision, and then bringing that into life. So you have such a different potential of how you could be living your life. Maybe you're already on the path to doing it, but you're still not completely sure that you want to go all in on it. And you're never going to feel completely ready. Ready is a choice. We've talked about that before. Ready is a choice. And when you choose to be ready and you choose to surrender and you choose to trust and you choose to believe in the truth of who you are and never believe in the unconscious, then you can create anything that you want. You can go for that thing that has been calling you for so long. You can have that life. It's just a matter of doing these things, of letting go, surrendering, choosing, and knowing the truth of who you are, and knowing that we are spiritual beings having a human experience during this time on earth where we're shifting into a new consciousness and we're deconditioning the collective consciousness to believe, not to believe, but to remember the truth of who we are, so that earth can start to live more in this heart space energy, so that the planet can heal, so that humans can have maybe a little bit less of an intense experience here. It's not like we need to change it because it wasn't what it was meant to be. It was always what it was meant to be. Everything is in divine timing. Everything is divinely perfect. So our souls that came here in other lifetimes here on earth, they learned the things that they needed to learn to have this progression of evolution throughout time and space. And with that, actually, we can just let go. We can let go of the anger of how things are and how unfair things are, and we can make the world a better place. And as we make the world a better place in this dimension that you're in right now, watching this video, and this place that you're in your evolution, then you can help all the other beings on earth that are maybe not in the same place or timeline that you're in. I know that some people watch these videos and they're like, yeah, go protest this to like somewhere in Africa where they're struggling to eat food. But what I know to be true is that as we continue to do this work, me and you and the people here in this video, is that we get to make the earth, planet Earth, a more high vibrational place so that everything else can start following in that track. The animals can start to live a happier, healthier life. The environment can start to heal. All living beings can start to move towards a place of health, happiness, abundance, and freedom. But it starts with you. It starts with you choosing your own soul's path and moving towards that by following the joy, following the curiosity, and no longer believing in the things that keep you stuck and trapped in the unconscious. You can do the work that your soul wants to do. The work that your soul wants to do probably won't really feel like work. I know it's a bit of a cliche, like if you love what you're doing, it's not really working, but I think that also is true. I love showing up in these videos. I love channeling these messages and the way that they come through. I feel much better after them. And this is what I'm doing right now with my time and working with you guys one-on-one and in programs, and it's what I'm loving to do. Sure, it's a commitment, but it's not like what I was feeling when I was going to my office. I don't wake up and I'm like, oh no, I have to do this thing today. It's something that I get to do. It's something that I enjoy doing. It's something that feels soul aligned. I see how this is supporting me in the path of where I'm wanting to go, where my soul chooses to go. And that's a really exciting progression to be a part of, to anticipate more and more soul aligned human experience. And so it can be that for you. Everybody has that. Everyone has a soul reason for being here, a soul's mission, a soul's purpose, and it's not going to look like everyone else's. Sometimes it'll be, having a big business or whatever. Maybe it's a family, maybe it's creating something, maybe it's making wonderful food for your community, whatever it is. Maybe it is volunteering. Whatever it is for you is what it's meant for the planet, for the highest good. The highest good for you is the highest good for all. And so it is. So that was a nice one. I really enjoyed that message. I never really know what's going to happen when we sit down and make these. But we're going to go to some kind of festival thing here in Italy. There's a lot of festivals going on for the summertime. And hopefully make the videos for the horses. So if you want to donate to saving the rest of the 4 horses. So we've raised, I think, enough to save Ladybug. And I'm so excited about that. And so, it hasn't been accepted yet, but I think it will be accepted when we put in the offer for all of his horses and say, let's just take them all off your hands. So the 4 that need to have the money raised, we've raised already, I think, €1,000 out of the 10,000, which is super exciting. So we need to record the videos and tell their stories a bit more. So that's on the to-do list today. And then, which is something that I love to do, is spend time with the animals, spend time with the people that I love who also have a similar vision in mind of saving animals. And it's like such an honor to be here in this timeline with the animals, living on a farm in Italy, in my van, with my soul dog, with a wonderful community. And I just feel super grateful. So if you want to donate to that, you can. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you can. We have a one-on-one spiritual health coaching offer, and then also a 6-month program where we work bi-weekly for 6 months, obviously. And then I have 21 days to rewire your mind, 21 days to know your divine guidance, and these will all support you in deconditioning your mind and choosing your life from a soul aligned place with the divine guidance that everybody has access to. It's just a matter of practicing it and choosing it and opening up to it and knowing that it's possible and available to you. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here, leave a comment if you feel called to do so. If you don't know what to say, just say long live Ladybug and her family, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.